Hello the internet! You may remember that in my last video, titled Ask Me Anything, I asked you guys to ask me anything, and I am going to now answer your questions in this video. So, without further ado, I shall start with the first question. H. Rascal asks, seeing as you went to the I-Series, I would like to know what games you played while you were there, and if you still play games. If so, which game? He also asks, are you planning on attending I-40? Now, I actually attended the I-Series as a spectator back in April, but all the previous I-Series before then I've played Counter-Strike Source. So again, I played at I-Series, and as to whether I'm attending I-40, I haven't fully decided yet, but I probably will be going as a spectator again. Yellow Nudge asks, why does Pluto live in a doghouse, eat dog food, etc., when Goofy, who is also a dog, lives in a house and drives a car? Now, I actually spent a while looking at the Wikipedia for Pluto and Goofy to see if I could find some answer to this, but alas, I could not find any form of sensible, suitable solution. So the only thing I can predict is that Goofy was abducted by aliens as a young pup, brought to an alien planet, and then infected with some alien disease that makes him into a super house living in people food eating, car driving super dog. 19 Country Boy 71 asks, what did you want to be when you were little? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Well, when I was little, I actually really wanted to be a police officer. I'd actually go around with a little bit of paper writing out, tickets for people who were illegal. But as to where I see myself in 10 years' time, I'm really not sure. In those 10 years, I hope to go back to college for some education at some point, but exactly what I'll be doing in 10 years, your guess is as good as mine. BNR Story asks, why is your YouTube name JackaPoodle? I get your name is Jack, but what about Poodle? Now, I've actually been asked this question a lot of times since I made this channel, and the answer is quite simple, is that obviously my name is Jack, and at the time of making this YouTube channel I looked around my desk for inspiration, and sitting there right in front of me was little Poodle here. This Poodle his name is Poodle, he is a pink poodle, or she, he's a he, I know he's pink but I'm calling him a he. His name is Poodle, and I got him from my friend Rihanna in Canada last Christmas, and he's going to travel the world with me. Someone with a name quite long that I can't quite be bothered to pronounce right asked, what are you going to do with your hair? I see you're growing it out though. Smiley face. Well, first of all, sorry for not actually saying your name. I attempted it, it took me quite a few cuts, and in the end, I gave up. I'm not really sure, sorry I might be quite close to the camera, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with my hair. As you can see at the moment, it's just kind of in mess mode. I'm going to dye it in the next few days though, before I go to London on Saturday. But other than that, I really have no idea what I'm going to do with my hair. Natalie asks, what's your most embarrassing story? I have quite a lot of embarrassing stories. However, I think the one I'm going to pick for this is a couple of years ago when I was sitting, it was kind of like a party, but it was just during the day. Me and all my friends at school were just kind of hanging out, and for some reason we decided to start watching The Lion King, like the Disney film, and I cried in it, and I lost a lot of man points because no one else cried but me, and it was rather embarrassing, but it was really sad. Yuna the Zombie Slayer, I hope I pronounced your name right, asked, who's your favourite band? Bullet for My Valentine. Boy is Clever asks, if you had to live without arms or without legs, which would it be and why? Smiley face. I think I'd probably pick to live without my legs, because then I could still get around in a wheelchair, hopefully, and I can still do things with my arms. However, if I kept my legs, okay, I could still walk around and stuff, but one, if I fell over it would suck, and two, without arms, I wouldn't be able to use my computer, I wouldn't be able to vlog, I'd have no arm to vlog with, I'd have to have a levitating flip camera in front of my face, I wouldn't be able to play guitar, I wouldn't be able to eat properly, that probably should have been at the top of my list, but nevertheless, I definitely prefer to have arms than legs. Nutsy Chip asks, if time travel were possible, when would you travel to and why? Now, I kind of answered this question before in one of my vloggers videos. I'll put a link or an annotation somewhere on the screen at the moment, probably at the bottom. If I were to travel anywhere, it would actually be in the future, about 100 years. Why, you ask, is because I'm a bit of a lot of a geek, and I like technology, and I would find it very interesting to see what kind of technology and how people live their lives in 100 years, because I think it would be quite a lot different. I would say 1,000, but that would just be too big of a change. I'd just be like, oh my god, how do I work this door? Jason J asks, does your cameraman get tired walking backwards all the time? I film myself, and you know this. You just asked this question to be a pain. Rise X Against asked, do you ever feel awkward talking to yourself in public, especially a quiet store or something? You must seem like you're either A, really important, possibly doing a documentary on a very big problem and uncovering the truth, or B, nuts in the head. Well, I'm not definitely at first. I did feel very, very awkward, but I just learned to get on with it, keep going, don't look at people, ignore them, and it works out fine. It seems I do feel rude at times. I still carry on, but I feel more rude than awkward because I make other people feel awkward for looking at me. I feel rude for that. But apart from that, it's not going to stop me. Still going to walk around and vlog for everyone. That's all the questions that I've got so far on that video. If you have any more, I will answer them at some point, so you can leave them, on Twitter as a comment below to this video or any of my other videos. I do read every single comment I get. Thank you very much for your kind, lovely comments that you leave me, and I shall see you next weekend, hopefully on the Saturday or the Sunday, once I get back from London, the YouTube gathering. Until then, take care, and I'll see you soon. Hey, I'm Poodle. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe to the JackaPoodle channel. Hurrah!